Sit back, strap in, and get ready for After Hours with TC Restani. This is Abigail Harwich, executive producer, welcoming you to the show. And now, TC Restani!
Alrighty there. Welcome to the After Hours with TC Restani, the podcast of TC Restani, emanating from the palatial podcast penthouse here at Restani Productions on a rainy night in the podcast penthouse. So you may hear a little pitter-patter on the skylight up here in the penthouse. But
more than that.
There's nothing more that we can do about that unless we send...
Can she do that?
Well, she can go through with an umbrella.
I think she flapped there with her broom. Wasn't she one of those Harry Potter extras or something?
No, she was a wand double.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
She was a wand double
many,
many years ago. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, you can go back and look at our past episodes. But our beautiful and talented executive producer, Miss OMG Abby, was a wand double in one of the Harry Potter movies. Yeah. That was a long time ago in a castle far, far, far away. As we're recording this right now, I am post my chiller theater trip. But before we talk about that, I have to go around the horn. I'm very excited tonight. Go around the horn and introduce my panel of experts, starting with my esteemed mentor, the one and the only Ricky Bittman.
Stay tasty. Up and away, hey.
Oh, stay tasty. Wonderful. I've been telling everybody that. Even down in New Jersey, I went a couple diners, and they were very tasty. I told them, hey,
it works everywhere.
Stay tasty. Quincy Briscoe, stay tasty.
Stay tasty. I know where you got that, but...
I got it from Ricky Bittman, obviously.
I told you, I invented that one night while I was eating dinner.
You don't even pay attention to former episodes or in the past episodes?
I know that, but I just don't know how he came up with the name Stay Tasty. But,
well, you know.
I'm creative.
He's a very talented man is what he is.
Yeah. We're all talented in our own different ways.
All right, fantastic.
I always got to pull the rug out from under me.
Well... Speaking of rugs, was down in New Jersey for the Chiller Theater Expo last weekend. It was an unbelievable event. Yeah. I finally got to meet one of my musical heroes, Huey Lewis.
No, that's cool.
And there's the picture on the screen. I'm not with you in the picture with Huey Lewis because he was charging an exorbitant amount of money for those. But I snapped a picture of him when he was signing my autograph of my album from 1985, the Back to the Future soundtrack.
Nobody yelled at you for that?
Nah, what are they going to say?
Yeah.
What are they going to say?
Delete that picture.
No. It said specifically on the information on the desk. A selfie when Huey 120.
120.
You know, he's worth it. He's a legend, and an autograph 120. So that's 240 if you wanted a combo.
Yeah, God, 120. I would have said if you asked me to guess, I would have said Huey $80. 120.
I wish it was $80. We've gotten a few more autographs,
but geez, I mean, come on.
Hey, it happens. He's a superstar. You know what? You don't want to know what Gene Simmons was charging down the street to chill out.
What?
I'm holding up the symbol of excellence from the Four Horsemen.
$400 for an autograph?
$400 for the autograph.
Shout out to my buddy Quick, who I got Gene Simmons' autograph back in 1990. What year did OJ go on a run?
That was 94.
Okay, so I presented him on
June
his birthday.
of 94.
Yeah, it was a beautiful summer night. I presented him.
It was a Friday, to be a matter of fact.
It was, because I remember where I came from, but I showed up at his birthday party at the studios. He was in a band at the time called Fat Bastard.
Really?
That was the name of the band, Fat Bastard.
That was before Austin Powers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, long before. They coined it, and their logo was like the Jurassic Park type logo, but a big fat guy eating a burger. Wow. But anyway, my good buddy Radio John Laurenti, got me a autographed piece of WZLX stationery signed by Gene Simmons. And I wasn't a huge Kiss fan, but I brought it down, and that was Quick's birthday present. I gave it to him.
Wow.
I don't know how old he turned. Probably 35 or something, 34.
Wow, that's
maybe 30.
Well, that was 31 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah. 1994.
Wow.
Do the math.
I'm not going to do the math. Come on.
I don't have that many fingers, but I do know it was 31 years ago.
I'm taking show notes. I can't do mathematics.
You're taking the show notes.
Arithmetic. Where'd that word come from, huh? Arithmetic, Quincy. Arithmetic.
What about it?
Where'd that come from? Why is such a long word for math?
Because they want to try to make it difficult for the newer and old school students. So we'll just say math for short.
All right.
How about
that's Matt staring back at you.
Well, there you go. They try to back in the old school days, they would say math, but then they, for some reason, someone came up with the word arithmetic. It's like,
But here's the thing. All right, remember back in school, the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic?
Yeah.
That makes no sense. They're trying to teach you to be stupid. Reading begins with an R. Writing begins with a W.
If you listen closely to the song, they go, reading and writing and arithmetic, taught to the tune of the hickory stick.
Okay, well, I never heard the song.
Well, there you go. That was reading, writing, and arithmetic.
I'm talking about teachers actually told us,
That's what it
reading,
is.
writing, and arithmetic.
Arithmetic.
Right.
So obviously they weren't too, they didn't include spelling.
Right.
Part of that.
Well, I guess that's not part of Ringlish.
well, there's another thing back in the old school days from
Isn't it
what I
amazing
heard a
how I just
rumor
uncorked this bottle?
What?
they don't do now.
Listen, no one asked you your opinion
Oh,
just
I
right
did,
now.
though.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry.
How about arithmetic?
No, there's something else I got a rumor from somewhere they don't do anymore.
What is
What?
that?
The Pledge of Allegiance. Like, what?
I think it's still out there.
I think it's still there, but they don't teach cursive writing anymore.
I know. I can do that. Can you do? Well, you guys do cursive?
Can you hear the the noise is heavily
The
back
old creaky
tonight.
ship. The old
Yeah.
ghost ship.
I think we've kind of Dr.
know.
I sent a videotape of this to Dr. McMurphy, and he kind of analyzed it. And he says you drink too much dairy
Never.
as you're sitting there with a giant half gallon of milk, which you almost have almost 3/4 of the way done. I think that's phlegm building up in your esophageal.
Nah, not me.
So what is it then?
Not me.
You got a Willy Wonka factory going on inside your throat?
No, if I had one of those, I'd be singing Wonka tunes, but
I don't think you're singing Wonka tunes, but
Well, we cut the ribbons.
probably.
You stole fizzy lifting drinks.
You stole fizzy Lipton drinks. You bump it in the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Amazing.
unbelievable. I'm reliving my childhood through the microphone down at the end of the dais here in the podcast penthouse.
You're so charming.
Well, thank you. It's like, well, it's fun to go back in time once in a while, I suppose.
Don't get him started on time
All
travel.
right, we're not speaking.
He feels like he was time traveling because he met Huey.
I met Huey Lewis.
Well, he has a lot of good hits.
He
Big
does.
time. I'm a huge Huey Lewis fan. I think I might have told this on one of the previous shows. We were talking about Huey. He opened for Jimmy Buffett one year. And Jimmy
He's
Buffett,
bigger than Jimmy Buffett.
but he opened for him. Huey Lewis came out, and I'm telling you, Jimmy Buffett said, I got to have, this should be a continuous thing, because by the time Buffett came out, the crowd was so amped up. It was one of the best Jimmy Buffett shows ever. So I'd say, Huey, hit after hit after hit.
I would have left after Huey, but that's a different
That's
story.
you.
For a different
That's you.
time.
I like the whole enchilada. If I'm going to be out, I'm out for the whole game, Quincy. I don't leave at halftime. Never.
Never leave at halftime. Huh?
Never. Never. So Huey, now from what I understand,
Huey.
Huey cannot perform anymore because of his hearing.
He's got an inner ear problem.
Yeah.
He's got the tinnitus like I have in my ear as well. So I guess there goes my singing career.
But did he say? Did anyone ask him to hear him say?
Well,
Like,
when
we're working on it.
When he was kind of people asking him questions, he was doing the Hogan thing with the hand of the ear because he really couldn't hear that well. Granted, there was probably about 200 people in this room
yeah, it's
that he
probably
was
a noisy,
in.
whole noisy event.
But very friendly guy, very nice guy.
I bet.
Proud to meet him. He was one of the last few Back to the Future autographs that I have not obtained.
Really?
Right. There's only 2 out there that I need.
Now, for the people who don't know, how long was Huey in Back to the Future?
He was in the movie for about 13 seconds. Sorry,
square.
I'm afraid you're just too darn loud.
You're too darn loud.
But he did have 2 songs in the soundtrack, though. The Power of Love
Great,
and
yep.
Back in Time.
The Power of Love is.
It's a curious thing.
It really is.
Make
but
a one-man weep.
That's a great song.
Make another man sing.
Yeah, you're right.
Change your heart to a little white dove.
That's the power of love.
The power of love.
He doesn't know the theme. Get him out of here.
No, I saw something on the internet recently.
Really? What was that?
Well, is there a recent date that is important to?
Okay. All right.
He knows exactly what
All
I'm
right.
talking about. Isn't that amazing?
October 21st
Yep.
is supposedly, quote unquote, Back to the Future Day.
Yep.
Like May the 4th is May the 4th Be With You Day.
Yeah.
But real purists know
Yeah.
that Back to the Future was released on July 3rd, 1985. The only reason they celebrated October 21st
Yeah.
was in the movie Back to the Future Part 2, which came out in 1989.
Oh.
Doc Brown, Marty McFly, Jennifer traveled to the year 2015, October 21st, 2015. So that was relevant only on October 21st, 2015. It's like, oh no, that's a day they traveled through that we could live in our own lives. Maybe if you're 14 years old.
Yeah.
But the original OGs here, October 26, 1985, was the date that they mentioned in the movie when they tested out the time machine. The movie came out July 3rd, 1985. So the first time we traveled through a time that was mentioned in the movie was October 26, 1985. Technically, October 25th was the Friday when he was in school, and I'm afraid he just tooted on loud, but they never mentioned the date.
Yeah.
The first time they mentioned the date was Saturday, October 26, 1985. So for all those young fans out there, I'm flipping you to Double Bird.
Wow. And plus, it came from Back to the Future 2.
Which is my favorite of the three.
But still, it's a sequel.
But it was
gotta, like you say, it's got to be original.
But on October 21st, 2015, I was in the movie theater at 4:29 p.m.
Oh, Jesus.
That was Pacific time, but it was 7:29 p.m. Eastern time when he said it. Do you know Universal Pictures made the theaters time it so exactly when he said that line?
Get out of
I
here.
swear to God, it would be that time.
No, I'm calling shenanigans.
Well,
on
you
this.
look it up. It's not shenanigans.
We're not going to look it up. On Universal's website, they'll lie.
No, anybody that was there at the Lowe's Boston Common, when he said the line, "We're descending toward Hill Valley, California at 4:29 p.m. on Wednesday, October 21st, 2015, plus 3 hours because we're on the East Coast."
Okay, no, but when you saw this and you were in there when they synchronized this,
Right.
What were you going by?
I was going by my iPhone at the time, and everybody looked at it.
They didn't have iPhones when it was on it.
Really? In 2015? iPhones came out in 2011.
What? So
Or
this
10.
wasn't on the initial release. It wasn't on the original release.
No, this was not. The original release was in November of 1989, so obviously we weren't at 2015.
Obviously, I guess.
So when that happened, the theater...
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure that you weren't saying,
No. What didn't happen in 1989? So the theater erupted, but then half the theater left.
They left after that?
Yeah, they left after. They just wanted to live that and leave. I stayed, of course, and watched the
Where
whole
could
movie.
they go?
Who cares?
They paid for that movie and then they...
Well, I paid to see the original Star Wars trailer for the Phantom Menace in a movie theater and left after the trailer.
Huh. This month the Somerville Theater ran a Godzilla marathon. Started at 2 p.m. and ended at 2 a.m.
I heard our friends over at Talkin' Toku were over there.
Oh, that's right. Did they go?
I believe they did.
Did they stay the whole time?
I don't know if they stayed the entire time, but I know they went for a period of time.
Yeah.
Period.
That's a haul.
Well, I did that in 1991 when they had a Star Trek-a-thon.
Okay.
They had Star Trek 1 through 5, and then they were showing the trailer for Star Trek 6.
Okay.
So it was over at the Coolidge Corner.
Wow. So what was that, like 10 hours?
Most of those movies, the first movie was over 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, it started at, I believe, 9 a.m., and I think we were leaving there, 5 times 2 is 10. So, yeah, plus dinner breaks and a break. Yeah, you're talking over 12 hours we were there.
So they let you out and you tell you go come back in an hour?
They
That's
actually,
good.
it was a Star Trek 1, 10-minute break, Star Trek 2, 10-minute break, Star Trek 3, hour for lunch, back for 4 and 5.
That's cool, though.
And but they didn't show the trailer until the end. That's what they made you stick.
And
that was the big attraction to get you
because people
into
would
the
have left
theater.
it like the other one.
They would have put up before Star Trek the slow motion picture and said, "Oh, say see ya," but no, they made you wait.
I'm trying to think if there's a movie franchise that I would sit through like that. Maybe Rockies. I would sit through the Rockies.
Really?
Yeah, I would. Even the Creeds. Not the one that he's not in, though. Creed 3. I'd stick to Rocky 1 all the way up to Creed 2.
There we go.
I would do that.
Wow.
You didn't like Rocky 3 and 4?
Oh, no, I'm saying all of them. From Rocky 1 all the way up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And if Jeff was here,
Rocky
Police
Balboa.
Academy 1 all the way.
Oh, dear God.
Actually, I don't think he would stay for the one that was direct to video when they went to Moscow.
It was direct-to-video?
Yeah, direct to. I think that was 7 or 8.
Jesus. Back then, direct-to-video. That's bad.
That's known as when you're bad.
I mean, movies are already. Now it's like direct. Naked Gun is already on my my cable box there with Liam Neeson.
Right.
So I got to watch that. I haven't watched it yet, but I did go see the Bruce Springsteen movie.
Did you?
Yeah.
With Lip.
Yeah, is it Jeremy Allen White?
Jeremy Allen White. Yeah.
Fantastic job.
Did he reference anything like any lipisms?
Nope, nothing like that.
But he doesn't even look like Bruce Springsteen.
But I'll tell you, he embodied it. I mean, when you go see these biopics, you don't need them to be an exact perfect match. I don't think he.
Well,
captured
obviously, because he played Kerry Von Erich in the Iron
That's
Claw.
true, that's true.
Kerry
But he
Von
was-
Erich wasn't 5'4",
but he was good in that. But he was 1,000 times better in this, and I think Academy Awards don't mean crap to me, but
It's a work.
if there was something,
Yeah.
I think this kid should get it if it was real because
I
he
always
did
said
an
that when I was
outstanding
watching
job.
Shameless, when I wasn't drooling over Emmy Rossum.
Right.
I go, that kid's talented.
Yeah,
He was
definitely.
the most talented kid in the cast, other than of course William H. Macy.
Oh yeah.
But I'm just saying that in order, I think William H. Macy, of course, he made that show. Emmy Rossum, forget it.
Yeah.
She's on all 4 of the Mount Rushmores for that show.
100%.
And of course Jeremy Allen White
Yeah.
as Lip.
He did a great job. though.
Everybody was awesome on the show. I'm not saying they weren't, but I'm just saying those are the notable mentions.
Yeah, he's definitely
Notable
very,
mentions.
very accomplished, and he did the movie justice. And a lot of people were like, politics. Bruce is this, Bruce. I just listen. I let the music win out. It was all about the music, and he did a great job. And I remember buying Nebraska when it came out because it's not really a biopic. It's about a little segment of his life, and he was tortured by depression, and he was abused by his old man growing up. So they touch on a little bit of that, but. The spirit of the music was alive and well, and he did it in a phenomenal
I made a
job.
comparison on my Twitter about a week ago.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Bruce Springsteen now on some talk show. Yeah. And I go, when did he morph into Paul Orndorff 2005?
Well, he got a lot of plastic surgery, too.
And I tweeted that out side by side. And Paul Orndorff's son laughed and retweeted it.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
He did.
That's cool.
But it was cool. But getting back to
back to Chilla. Yeah, we digressed.
It was myself, Roachy, Walshy, and signature boy Donnie.
I saw him in the pictures. He's like I was hair around on fire.
I did like that one. I don't know who AI'd that. I showed that to him when we were at the diner. He was like, "Oh man, you got to send that to me. That's great."
He just ran out.
So there's a picture of him on the screen right now with none other than Doug and Emmy Joe from the New Zoo Revue.
When you were riding down there, I sent you that picture of them. They were on their plane.
Right, with their daughter, Joanne.
Yes.
Now, the funny thing is, I met them back when they were in Boston a year ago, June, and Donnie had never met them, and he loved the show growing up as a kid.
Sure.
And I went over there to take the picture, and Doug's looking at me, he goes, I know you. And I go, yeah, where do you know him? And he goes, Boston.
Wow.
I was like, no way. I pat myself on the back. Doug knows me.
What did you do in Boston that was so memorable?
I think I was the only one that went to their table, but not their fault because the show was a bust.
Yeah.
No one advertised it. Those two, Doug and Emmy Joe, are like the nicest human beings in the universe. In the universe. It was awesome.
And I think you had said something to her that she said, I know a lot of people are saying that. Like that you kind of had a crush on her in her boots or something.
Yeah. I said, it was a boot thing. And, I got another hug from Emmy Joe.
Nice.
So every day's a different show.
Sweet lady.
If you wanted grandparents if you didn't have grandparents and you were thinking about the ultimate grandparents, it's Doug and Emmy Joe.
I wonder if her daughter knows how much of a smoke show she was back in the day.
Well, obviously.
Stupidest show in the world. But you just had to watch it for Emmy Joe.
You know what? They were there on Friday. We should have stayed because Saturday, Freddie the Frog showed up.
Get out.
Yeah.
Did they talk to everybody?
I have no idea.
Voice.
Who you sure that is?
Go yourself, Charlie.
Isn't that the stiff you interviewed?
Oh, no. It did sound like Eddie Deason.
Eddie Deason, yeah.
He's had a lot of back problems lately. My back is killing me.
Really? Well, he's too busy to be hanging around the Freddie suit.
He was trying to go to the chiropractor, and the chiropractor wouldn't take his medical insurance.
His bootleg insurance?
Yeah, so he's in a lot of back pain.
Well, he'll be starting a GoFundMe soon.
Speedy recovery, Eddie,
Whatever. He's a good guy.
Water under the bridge.
He's a good guy.
Water under the bridge.
You know who's back on not TV, but on the internet, hosting her amazing show is Rhonda Shear from USA Up All Night.
I'm not familiar with it.
You as a Gilbert Gottfried freak.
Yeah.
You don't remember in the late
remember him
80s,
talking
early
about it.
90s, on Friday and Saturday night, they had Rhonda Shear, buxom blonde, gorgeous, tremendous comedian, hosted the Friday night where they would show crappy movies, and Gilbert would do the Saturday night version.
I think I was.
She actually did a tribute to Gilbert on this. But she's back. Shear, excuse me, has got to be in her early 70s. You would swear she has a time machine.
Wow.
And the production values, hats off to their production values. She started her own production company called Shear Production down in Florida. And other than it being in HD and super high quality, you would swear she walked off the set from 1991 on the USA Network.
Wow. Well,
I was
good.
amazed.
Maybe she drank a lot of water.
But you know what? I want a sip of that water down there. Unbelievable. So I was definitely up all night. She was my first celebrity interview.
Really?
There's no footage of this because it was on VHS. She was doing stand-up comedy over at the, what's the one in Faneuil Hall there?
Oh,
Laugh Boston? No, not Laugh Boston. Comedy Connection.
Comedy Connection.
Comedy
Yep,
Connection.
yep.
She was staying at the Bostonian Hotel. That's where I got the confusion there.
Bostonian.
And I randomly pick up the phone and said, "Listen, Rhonda, this is TC Restani. I'm trying to get in the entertainment industry. I'd love to interview her." She invited me over to her dressing room at the comedy club.
We're going to hear some stories.
And, when she was sitting there, now she's very buxom. She's very beautiful.
Yes.
And
That means she had big boobs.
That's right. For those of you who really listen out there, I respect Rhonda because she's unbelievable. And she just
so Quincy knows where we're going.
She just did her set on stage, her comedy act, and she was sweating. She was backstage with her hair dryer on cold, drying them off. And she invited me in, and I did my interview.
Oh, wait a minute. So you could see them?
No. She had on Shear. No pun intended, because her last name is Shear.
But you could see through the...
If you look closely, which I was. We were talking. I was talking about. She goes. I said, do you want to get your hands dunked in the, Romans, Chinese, or Gromans, whatever it's called, the Chinese theater out in Hollywood? She goes, no, I think I just want to dunk my boobs in.
that would make sense.
And here I am. I was 20 years old.
Swing.
Wet behind the ears. Never really interviewed a celebrity before. And from that moment on, she's been one of my favorite people. In fact, she said, anytime I'm in Boston, give me a call. We'll chat. Which we had. We did one time. This is like a few years later. She was back at the Bostonian Hotel, and I called her from the lobby. "Hey, Rhonda, it's TC. Oh, hi." She goes, "Are there any autograph collectors down there?" And I go, "Yeah." "Are you familiar with them?" I go, "Yeah, I kind of know all of them." She goes, "Is Howard there?" And I go, "Yeah, he is." Howard's long gone. Howard passed away 20 years ago. Great guy, had a lot of connections like Jerry Perlswig, but he was a little overprotective of Rhonda. If you know what I'm saying there?
So what would happen?
He would go crazy and just like, "Rhonda, I want to get a picture with you. Rhonda, do you have any underwear to sell? Rhonda, blah, blah, high heels, blah, da, 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 da." And she was kind of like, he's a little weird. And I said, "Yeah, he is there. Don't tell him, but I'm going out the side door. You can meet me over at the Comedy Connection. I'll give you tickets to come in." Wow. So I was like, okay. And I didn't say anything because I needed my tickets. And Howard went berserk because she didn't come down. And he got escorted out of the Bostonian.
So he threw like a little fit?
He took a little fit, yeah. And I told the other collectors that weren't crazy or not as crazy as him, I go, "She's going to be coming out the side door and she's going to be coming back." And they're like, yeah, thanks, DC. Thanks.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's nice of you.
Rhonda Shear, a big fan of hers.
Now, is she out there in Twitterland?
Oh, she is, of course. She's on Twitter, Instagram, and all those.
Maybe she'll call in or something.
You never know. I mean, I would like to have her up here on the program. She's a billionaire now because she created her own underwear line, like bras and whatnot.
Now we're getting somewhere, Quincy.
And she sells them on like the Home Shopping Club. So,
not worn or anything.
No.
Right,
New
just
stuff.
making sure. You never know.
Stuff.
What do you think about
She
that,
didn't
Quincy?
Playboy.
This big buxom boobed lady. She got the hots for TC.
Hey, TC has a hot. She married her high school sweetheart. She was actually on an episode.
I think you're overprotective of her.
I am now. Maybe I'm being possessed. Maybe I'm being possessed by Howard. You never know. She was on an episode of The Dukes of Hazzard.
Really?
She played Miss Flossie.
Miss Flossie.
Miss Flossie. She worked in a junkyard.
I have to say, I never saw an episode of it, and probably because I was out, living it up in that era.
Right.
I was probably...
Well, you were touring.
Yeah.
You were doing the Winnebago thing.
Yeah.
I mean, this was 1990, 91, somewhere
that's
in there.
back when I used to, call out a night around 3 a.m., grab some breakfast, and sleep till 4.
So I'm surprised you weren't staying up all night.
I was up all night, but I wasn't watching no TV. Let's just put it that way,
Well,
boys.
I'll have to send you a link to the show, all right?
I'd like to see it, especially if my boy Gilbert was on there.
Gilbert, she did a nice tribute to Gilbert at the end of her newest episode and all that other stuff. God bless him.
So who else at Chiller?
Oh, back at Chiller. Really wasn't that many. I mean, it was Huey Lewis. There was the New Zoo Revue people. The saddest case.
Oh, no. I hate hearing this.
All right. You remember that show, Mary Hartman?
Yeah.
What was her name? Louise Lasser?
Yeah, Louise Lasser.
She's 86 years old.
Oh, dear God.
She's in a wheelchair.
Oh, no.
All
Don't
right?
tell me this.
And no one went up to her table. The only thing she was doing was putting her sub on her stills as she was trying to eat it. All right? All right. I get that show was popular like 50 some odd years ago, but it's not like Leave It to Beaver or anything like that.
I don't know. Man, I grew up in that era when that show was like it. And I can remember like my family watching it because back in the 70s it was an event.
Wasn't it a spin-off or something?
I don't know, man. I can remember my mother going, "This is the stupidest thing I've ever watched."
Well, I knew it because of that stupid thing, Mary Hartman.
Yeah.
Mary Hartman.
I could never understand
But
it. Maybe it was just too ahead
they
of the time.
wheeled her in. I mean, it's like I'm like looking at him, like She doesn't even resemble the poster that's on a wall.
Oh, dear
you know, God
God.
bless her. She's 86 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
And I give her another tip and a half that she's out there still working the gimmick.
Yeah.
But no one went
Now,
up
was she
to her.
the only one from the show?
There was some other dude. I have no idea
Yeah,
who
I
he
remember
was.
seeing his picture on when
He's
I
a
was scrolling.
stiff. They would classify as a stiff.
Yeah.
Other people that there, Randy Quaid was there.
Now, he probably had a line.
Yeah, but he was charging $100 for his autograph.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
All right, but a lot of people, you know, what a lot of people were getting. They wanted to make a tradition now. I overheard them. I was in his line. I was looking at him. I waved him. I talked to him for a few seconds. Very nice guy, full beard, not as crazy as it was when he was hiding from the IRS.
Yeah.
And everybody was getting shit. Was full, you know,
Yeah,
autographs
yeah,
because they
yeah.
want to hang it up at Christmas time.
Yeah, it's a Christmas
So
thing,
he
yeah.
made a pretty decent amount of money.
I bet he did. Yeah, it's a good gift.
Morgan Fairchild was there.
Morgan Fairchild.
Morgan Fairchild. Her real name is Patty McAlarney or something.
No wonder she changed it.
Right, some weird name.
Hey, Quincy,
And-
have you met my girlfriend, Morgan Fairchild?
I've heard of him, but that's so long ago when I was a kid, but I never met her. No.
Morgan still looked good.
I bet she did. That pinched nose of hers.
She still looked good. I think she's pushing 80. She's got to be at least pushing 80, right?
She has to be.
The Maybelline kind of held up, but not as good as Donna Mills from, what was she from? Knots Landing?
Yes, yeah.
She looks stunning.
She had those bright blue eyes.
Oh, my God. I mean, you would swear she just walked off Knots Landing somewhere.
That's cool. You know, I guess, the gods smile on some people and frown on others.
Mimi Rogers, on the other hand.
Yeah?
Oh.
Was she big, heavy girl now?
No, she's still, but just, you ever seen the inside of a catcher's mitt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mimi.
We're all wrinkly and
All
stuff.
wrinkly and whatnot.
Well, sunscreen, folks. I wear it. You can wear it, too.
Right.
I remember she was in that movie with Rosie O'Donnell, that god-awful movie, and she showed full bush.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Full frontal nudity. Full
One-
bush, Quincy. Full bush.
Full bush.
yeah, we're not talking
She was
baked
married
beans.
to Tom Cruise for a little
right?
bit.
Yeah, for a
What the
little
hell
bit.
did he see in her? It was like dating his mother.
Well, this was back when she was in like Days of Thunder, so that's like 36 years ago.
but still, she seemed too old for him.
you know what? He's Tom Cruise. He can do whatever he wants.
I guess so. Yeah.
You're a big fan of Saturday Night Live?
Of course.
Garrett Morris was there?
You know, it's funny. I saw the Garrett thing, and I almost gave you some scratch because I said to myself, Garrett was a very key part of the launch of Saturday Night Live. He was very funny on Saturday Night Live, and I can remember a lot of stuff he did. What was the baseball player? Baseball been very, very good to me.
Very nice.
Chico Escuela.
Very nice man. Went up and chatted with him for a little bit.
I should have given you some cash for him. What was he charging? $1,000?
I don't even know when he was charging, but he's getting up there in age.
Was he talking all jive and shit?
Yeah,
Hey,
he
man,
was kind of slowing down, but he was still.
man, what's going on? You got any reefer?
He was sitting right across from Jerry the King Lawler.
And how did he look?
Jerry Lawler looks pretty good for a guy who just had two strokes.
Post-stroke, ladies and gentlemen. Post-stroke.
2 strokes, I think.
Wow.
You know,
one more and he's out.
One for each jugular, I guess.
Dear
huh?
God, hell in heaven.
He was the king.
Now, was he talking or was he just like using hand gestures?
No, he wasn't anything like that. You know, he wasn't pointing at his crown or tipping the crown over saying put a donation in it.
Who am I saying?
And then there was a few other stiffs at Chillin'. Nothing to really write home about.
I'm in such a foul mood. I'm making fun of Jerry Lawler and a stroke.
And then we got in the car and we drove over to Chill Out, the rival show.
Yeah.
All right, let's just
Listen, Chill Out and Chiller. Now, Chiller costs how much to get in?
45,
And Chill Out?
$10. So it wasn't a bad deal entrance fee wise. But we walked in there and
Was a lot of children from famous celebrities.
you
like
could
we
you
talked-
could hear crickets. Let's just put it that
dear
way.
God.
Let's just say the celebrities were mingling, talking to themselves. All right.
Oh, dear God.
And it was just it wasn't as bad as the scene in The Wrestler where they're sitting in that bingo hall.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
with piss bags hanging off of them.
Yeah.
It's close. Lex Luger was there in a wheelchair.
Was he really?
He was there in a wheelchair
At Chill Out?
at Chill Out. Yeah.
Oh, poor Lex Luger.
Well, Lex Luger, nothing. He killed Miss Elizabeth. He doesn't get off the hook on my
that's
book.
right. Okay.
You know who was outstanding as always? The mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
He was at Chill Out.
He was at Chill Out.
Okay.
There's a picture on the screen right now. That picture right there was taken last week. Jimmy Hart is almost
Yeah.
82
He's
years
got a
old.
time machine.
He's got a time machine. Awesome guy. We chatted with him for about 20 minutes. Excellent dude. Ponch and John were there.
Wow. Geez, Eric Estrada at Chill Out.
And he
huh?
was charging $80. So everybody was chilling out of his line.
Did you remind him this is Chill Out, Eric? I mean, come on.
He spent more time going to the bathroom to fix his hair. You know why? Because he went over and got a selfie with Anne Margaret.
Anne Margaret, chill out.
Anne Margaret was there.
How'd she look?
You know, why is she famous? Because she banged Elvis?
Oh no, Anne Margaret was an incredibly huge performer in Las Vegas. She fell off the stage and was irreparably damaged. She couldn't even. She had like such stage fright after that. She couldn't even perform.
Well,
she was a big deal. She was a big deal.
I mean, she had stills with Elvis. Well,
that was her. I mean, listen, she definitely. I think Elvis should have married her instead of Priscilla because I think they made a great dynamic couple together. She is famous for that.
Well, she was there. I mean, a lot of people were going up to her, including all of the celebrities. Jimmy Hart was in line for her. The Chips people were in line for her.
Now, did she have stills of Anne Margrock?
No, from the Flintstones?
Yeah.
No, she did not. No, she did not. Because wasn't Tony Curtis in there?
He was. What was his name on there?
Quincy, what was Tony Curtis's name on
the Flintstones?
Tony Kurt Stone or something?
Instead of like Tony Curtis. Yeah. Tony Curtis, yeah.
Great. What was his name on the Flintstones? We know his name's Tony Curtis.
I'm going to look
You
this
just
up.
said it, yeah. Tony Curtis.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to take a big time commercial break because we have to find out.
Stony Curtis.
Stony. How
Stony.
did we not? You're a genius.
Right at the buzzer, Quincy. You
How
got
the hell
it.
did we not pick that up?
Stony Curtis, and we're going to be right back after this big time Stony break.
That was good.
Hello, I'm Abigail Harwich, the new executive producer of After Hours with TC Restani, and I want you to be on our award-winning talk show. Whether it's a Zoomcast, or a podcast, or right here in our studio, follow the information that's on the screen. I can't wait to see you on After Hours with TC Restani.
Alrighty, welcome back from that big time commercial break. Just like Abby says, you want to be a guest on this program, contact us. You can go through my Twitter, which is @AfterHoursTC. You can go through my Instagram, which is @TCRestani. You can leave a comment on our YouTube and all that other fun junk. But getting back, that was chill out. I mean, not really many people there. Lorraine Bracco was there from The Sopranos. Looking pretty good.
I've seen
the
pictures.
banjo kid from Deliverance was there.
Oh, hey.
And I got Erica Aleniak.
Remember you mentioned her name recently.
She was. You ever see the movie Under Siege with Steven Seagal?
Yes, okay.
She popped out of the cake topless.
And she was. She's our buddy CJ.
Oh, Siege. That's CJ's Leah Thompson.
That's his key.
That's his key. Oh, that'd be more than his key. Very pleasant. She had stills from Baywatch, and do you remember she was also the little girl that Elliot kissed in E.T.
That's right. You told me that. Okay.
Right. She still is a very attractive woman.
I'm sure.
A very attractive woman. And we chat with Nicole Eggert. She's battling cancer or something like
Isn't
that.
she the one who's trying to throw Chachi under the bus?
Yeah, she was throwing Chachi under the bus. Yeah, I don't think it worked.
Yeah, he vehemently denies those
Right,
allegations.
I don't think so.
Go Scott Baio.
I don't think I don't think he did it.
I don't think so.
I don't
either.
think so
I
either.
don't think he's got it in him.
Why did she wait this long?
He was a little bone rack back then. She could have broke him in half.
He was banging Pamela Anderson at the time. All right.
I'm muchachas.
And probably Erica Aleniak and probably everybody else in Hollywood.
Yeah, and Joni. If you want to know.
Yeah, well, the thing about Joni and Chachi,
You almost did Stony Curtis.
yeah, almost, yeah. Well, the thing about the Happy Days, like that, I guess they did a takeoff. Joni and Chachi, and that went on for about one season, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would your name be on the Flintstones?
I don't know, the Quinstones.
The Quinstones.
I'd be Rocky Bittman, wouldn't I be, or something like that? Maybe.
We'd be good on there. We'd be like,
TC Rockstani.
Yeah, that works. TC Rockstani.
I used to like how they made everyone's name into a rock.
and we'd be very realistic. We'd make people laugh, And
The Great Kazoo didn't have a rock name.
Well, he was from another planet.
Still.
No.
He could have changed it.
What was the point? He could have gone anywhere on Earth. He didn't have to go to that neighborhood.
Bam Bam didn't have a rock name other than his last name.
But the rocks
Rubble.
when they come off the mountain
Rubble.
go bam bam. Pebbles.
Bam, bam, bam.
Wilmer and Betty, I guess they denied. They you know, it was a when I was in high school, there was a kid looked just like Joe Rockhead. Remember Joe Rockhead?
Who's Joe Rockhead?
He was one of
From the
Fred's
Flintstones.
He was one of Fred's friends. He kind of was like Stretch Cunningham on All in the Family, and he was Joe Rockhead, and we used to call him. And that name stuck for the 4 years of high school. Joe Rockhead, which is kind of funny.
I'm sure
Oh,
he's
yeah.
I'm sure he's in therapy now.
No, he
thanks to
loved
you
it.
guys.
He embraced it. You know. My nickname was Benny Hill because I looked like Benny Hill in high school. Everyone called me Benny Hill.
Wow.
And I used to hate it, but now I embrace it.
People just called me TC.
Yeah, well, you're a lucky man.
Well, we all know. We all know that.
What did they call you in high school?
Grandpa.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I
pretty
know.
cool.
Now, wait a minute. I thought they called you Uncle Festa.
Well, that too, because I would walk around, do the Adams Family theme. Yeah. Dun-dun-dun-dun. And I had fun in high school.
Because the reason I knew that, because we went, remember Bull used to have that pizza joint down in Revere Beach?
Yeah.
The Pizza Kitchen.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
where they actually filmed the Miami scenes for Black Mass with Johnny Depp.
Yep.
Well, I walk in there. This has got to be like 15, 20 years ago. Went down there to pick up Bull. He go, come on in for a slice. So we walk in. Quincy walks in. The owner is looking at him. He goes, Uncle Festa! And he starts doing that.
Wow.
So he went to the high school with Quincy.
I like Grandpa better.
Well, there's a long story to that, but we won't get into that
Uncle
now.
Festa sounds like a pejorative to me.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to know why they called you Grandpa.
We won't get into that.
Maybe
right now.
once the microphone stopped, you can tell us.
Oh, shit. Now I'm wicked interested.
All right. Maybe that'll be if we ever started a Patreon down here.
Yeah, to pay to find out.
We had to
what the
pay to
secret-
find out why they call Quincy Grandpa.
You'll pay to find out Quincy's secrets.
Wow, imagine that. We could have a whole episode of Quincy Secrets.
Quincy Secrets.
Pay to find out Quincy Secrets. Steve
Strong
Russell-
enough a man, but pH balance for a woman.
Steve Russellini's probably saving his money now because he wants to know your secrets.
Collecting cans out there. He's like, I got to find out Quincy Secrets.
He loved your little Laverne and Shirley. I sent him the video of you drinking a milk and Pepsi.
Oh, yeah?
Schlemiel, Schlavazel.
Hop under Incorporated.
Close enough.
Well, some of the fans out there were nice enough to send me the drink. So the least I could do was drink the awesome drink and sing the Laverne Shirley theme.
It is awesome. Unbelievable. Are you guys ready? Because it's coming up in a few weeks there. We're going to be watching My Bodyguard.
Yeah?
I
dug out my DVD.
I guess you can find that, because I guess My Bodyguard was made, was that New York?
No, that was filmed in Chicago. I
Was
believe.
it Chicago? I thought it was New York.
No, I'm pretty sure it was Chicago.
I've only seen it once, so I have no idea.
Well, it's a good movie. I
That's
guess.
a damn good question.
Well, you know
Son of a
what?
gun.
We'll find out on Thanksgiving
All right,
Eve.
yeah, but now it's bothering me. I think it's Chicago.
Chicago.
I really think it's Chicago, but I could be wrong.
You could be wrong.
I could be. What was I just going to say? I can't remember.
It don't matter. It'll come back to you.
It was something good, though. It was really good.
Well, I won't tell you the whole plot to My Bodyguard, but go ahead. You go
No,
first.
you know what? I just remembered. Schlemiel Schlavazel. Okay?
Yeah.
You know what a schlemiel is?
No, but
A schlemiel is the kind of guy who sticks out his leg and trips a guy as he's walking down the street. A schlavazel is the guy who laughs at it.
oh,
Very famous Jew told me that. Fred Feldman.
Really?
Yeah, he used to juggle kittens.
Well, you know that was all made up by Penny Marshall, right?
Well, Schlemiel and Schlavazel wasn't, but the rest of it was.
What Haas and Pfeffer
Haas and Pfeffer
Incorporated was all made up by
Yeah, it was
her.
probably like one of those things they played as kids. You know,
Right.
Old Lady Witch, are you coming out tonight? Chinese school has just
Well, they're
begun.
I think they're from Brooklyn.
She is, yeah.
Penny and,
Marshall, her brother Gary.
Gary with two R's, right?
Santa Claus, yeah.
Two R's.
Santa Claus. He was in the movie with Albert Brooks and the girl from Airplane.
Finding America.
Something like that, where he was going around in a motorhome.
He was the casino owner.
And he goes, I got a great promotion for you. Give the money back to us. And he's like, remember Miracle on 34th Street? And he goes, yeah, but in that movie, Santa Claus gave the money back. Or gave the presents or whatever. Santa Claus.
That's a great movie,
Speaking of casino, right? My sister called me up, Ann Bittman.
right?
She's married, but I won't give her her last name, but her maiden name, Ann Bittman. Was down in Mohegan. $71,000 she won.
$71,000.
71 grand.
Wow, your Christmas is looking bright, huh?
I'm telling you, they were playing. Her and her husband were playing some kind of poker flush game, and the whole idea is they have a progressive jackpot. Okay?
Progressive.
Now this-
Isn't that a pasta sauce?
No, that's Progresso.
Oh, the Progressive's
And
like an
it's like
insurance
too.
Is that what Flo sells?
Probably.
Whatever.
Anyway, when you play this game, you put your bets down on your hand, but in addition, there's a little slot on the table that lights up. And you put your additional bet on what they call the progressive. Now, what the progressive means is if you get dealt a royal straight flush, which the probability of that happening is astronomical, you win the progressive, and it just keeps building over time. So this progressive has been going on and on for probably maybe a couple of years. It was up to 87 grand. Okay, she puts her bet in there. She's dealt the royal straight flush, and she can't believe it now because if she did not put that in there, she would not have won the thing. But see, what they're doing is they're making you bet more money every hand.
And how much after taxes?
71,000. 87 they won.
Oh,
71 they
gotcha.
took
71.
home. And they said after this happened, the pit bosses, everybody were treating them like dog crap.
Because you won
And
$71,000.
I said, yeah, you're taking their money. They don't like when you take their money.
If you drop $71,000, they're comping you a room.
Yeah,
but
usually,
you win it.
sometimes then when you win big, they'll give you a room just to keep you in the casino.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, a lot of influencers on Instagram that go and have these ways to beat the casino, and sometimes they get their asses thrown up because they're winning, like Rain Man.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, and she goes, it took them 2 hours to give us the money, the check. I said, probably because they're the eye in the sky.
I would have asked for it in cash.
Well, I don't think they can do that, but they had to go and watch the film, I told them. Make sure they weren't cheating. And so it's not always fun and games, as they say down Mexico way, to win at a casino. $71,000, Quincy. That would change my life. How about you?
I just, I would.
Yeah, well,
He would save it. You would never. You could win $71 million, and you'd still be the cheapest bastard on the planet.
You better start spending some of that money, kid.
Right.
Have some fun. Live it up.
I know you got money.
Why
I
don't you
know
take us
you
out
got
drinking?
money. Yeah. I know you got cash.
we'll talk about that if I
he
won
doesn't-
the 71,000 another time.
Do you have cash?
Not like I said. We'll
I have-
talk
can I have
about
some?
if I ever won.
Yes, he does.
Can I have some?
If I won that, we talk about what we do with it. Not now, but
All right.
later on.
All right.
Oh, she heard $71,000.
She wants her piece. Oh, the pie.
Yeah. I just got a text from.
What the hell's going on? You're all looking at your phone like a little girl.
A
over
lot
there.
of texts is coming in here right now. Chip, the guy who
Yeah,
used to
yeah,
direct the
yeah.
show. Well, you're not going to care about this, but Back to the Future is being released in the theaters for its 40th anniversary this week.
He just texted this to you?
No. He got me a commemorative DeLorean popcorn holder.
Oh, well, that's cool. No, I like stuff like
So
that.
basically, the DeLorean doors open.
Did he send you a picture?
Not yet. But I've seen it online. The DeLorean doors open, a little trays come out, and you put the popcorn in it.
You must be so psyched.
I'm excited right now. It's better
Folks,
than Christmas.
The things that light this man's face up, this is what's doing it.
A DeLorean popcorn holder.
You know what pissed me off? I wanted the Jaws one. Kush can't get it because these assholes
like
go in
4
there.
of them.
Yeah, but they go in and they buy them all up from the theater guys, and they put them all on eBay for these astronomical amounts.
That's why you got to get known like Chip. Chip's going tonight.
Yeah.
Because they're doing a sneak preview of the 40th anniversary movie. I don't know how you can sneak preview a movie that came out 40 years ago.
Yeah, what the hell's
But
going
whatever
on?
it is, I got my popcorn dispenser.
You're lucky. You're a lucky man.
1.21 gigawatts of popcorn
Are you
deliciousness.
going to put popcorn in it? Or are you going
Of
to put
course
like
not. No.
bean sprouts?
I'm probably not even going to take it out of the bag. It's wrapped in a commemorative
Mint
bag.
in box, Quincy. Mint in box.
That's right. So 25 years from now, when it's the 65th anniversary of Back
And
to
you
the
throw
Future.
it out and say, I don't want this no more.
Piece of shit.
I ate popcorn at the movies the other night.
What movie did you see?
The Bruce Springsteen.
Oh,
movie.
sorry.
That's okay.
I'm getting preoccupied by text.
I've been watching a lot of good stuff lately. So I saw that movie.
Yeah.
I also watched the John Candy documentary.
I watched that as well
It was
on
excellent.
what was that Amazon Prime?
Yes, it was excellent.
What about John Candy?
He's dead.
There's a movie about him on Amazon. He is dead, but it's really a good movie.
Well, they show like the best of like some of his
They
clips.
talk about his life and everything.
It was a
just-
whole story about his life from the time he was born until the time he died.
It was a little sad, some of it, but it was very funny.
John Candy was a tremendous talent.
You know, they really glossed over the movie he did with Maureen O'Hara, though.
Only the lonely.
Yeah, they just,
Right.
but they did show the clip of it on Carson when she introduced him and said that he's a great actor.
Did you ever hear the story that he gave her his trailer because they gave her a little tiny crappy one, and he said, "This is Maureen O'Hara. She was in The Quiet Man with John Wayne, and he gave her
That would have been great to mention.
his
in there.
giant
That would have been something
his
to
giant
mention.
trailer.
Yeah.
That's what kind of a guy John Candy
Yeah.
was. She was a knockout.
Johnny Toronto.
back in the day.
That was his the little persona he came out, which I think ended up becoming the character that he played in Splash.
It
Hey,
was.
something works for me, I stick with it. Drop the change. You do that. You drop change on the floor, and then when you go to pick it up, you look up ladies' dresses.
No.
It's a good idea.
Well, it's money, so he ain't gonna drop it.
That's true.
There's
Did
no,
you just look up ladies' dresses just for the hell of it? Go ahead. You're among friends. You can tell us.
Well, I don't know if we look up ladies' dresses. Sure, I picked up loose change, but maybe not. Maybe we look at pretty girls from a distance, but not up their dresses.
You're a stalker. Let's be honest.
From a distance.
I remember when we took you down to the strip club, and you were having a hell of a conversation with a stripper about milk. And it wasn't talking about her milk jugs. You were just talking about milk.
Man, I ain't here to talk about milk. Squeeze them titties.
Well, milk is a
Squeeze 'em.
tasty treat.
So are my titties.
Yes, unbelievable.
I'm all fired up. I'm all amped up tonight.
Now, the Halloween was a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Did you give out any candy?
Nope. I didn't. I went to the restaurant. Tasha and I went with another couple. We went to Bukhari's up on Route 1.
Oh, yeah?
A nice dish of spaghetti and meatballs. And I did not have any beer. 3 weeks.
I gave out candy down here at Restani Productions. Down in the first level, not of the penthouse. Sorry.
See, I haven't
Unless
had
the MILFs wanted to come up, you know?
I haven't had beer in 3 weeks. And
That's good.
He didn't
If
even,
that's-
you see how he didn't even pat me on the back.
Listen,
Wild,
I haven't had a soda in 18
That's true. Yeah,
years,
you've
all right?
been giving everything up.
18 years.
that's awesome.
I'm going to try to go to Thanksgiving, Quincy.
How come you all of a sudden you're doing this?
I'm just going to see if it makes a difference. And then, you know what? It actually has.
What about you giving up milk for like maybe 15
Let's not
minutes?
get
No,
crazy.
I don't think
Let's not
so.
get crazy.
All right, you know what? We tried. Your doctor called. We wanted to know if you wanted to give up milk for at least a week, and we tried, Doc.
Now, did you do any trunk or treating?
Trunk or treating.
Yeah, have you ever done any trunk or treating?
What is trunk or treating?
Ah, you didn't hear about this?
Maybe an elephant sticks his trunk out, goes, trunk or treat.
Well, do you remember last episode I told you all about Felton, California? I'm waiting to hear what the fallout from that was, from people handing out the wrong kind of snacks.
Oh, that nonsense. Yeah.
But now there's a trunk or treat thing. I thought trunk or treat. Okay, here's what trunk or treat is.
Trunk or treat.
Adults will take over the parking lot of like a supermarket or something or a mall. And what they do is they park in a circle. They back all their cars into a circle and they pop their trunks, right? And in the trunk is all their Halloween candy. And the kids go from car to car. Now, I thought this was an effort to sort of downplay the whole or do away with the kids going door to door, which, as you know, in the past, we've heard horror stories, can be somewhat dangerous. Plus, you don't want kids walking through the dark neighborhoods and also saying, okay, some places are going to do trunk or treat instead of trick or treat. No, trunk or treat in addition to trick or treat. This very town had trunk or treat tonight, which probably canceled due to the weather. But trunk or treat was supposed to happen tonight in this very town.
Wow. Well, we weren't invited.
Yeah. So everyone would have their trunks open and the kids all parade around their costumes. And I mean, do we need that in addition to trick or treat?
I don't know. You know what I used to love on Halloween? Remember the Coloom light stick? The thing you
Coloom light stick?
You crack it and you shake it.
Oh, yeah.
Little green gimmick thing.
Yeah, a little glow stick.
Look like a bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like that, huh?
It was a fun. They look like little lightsabers.
You know, they're not just for Halloween anymore.
No, they're not.
I keep them in my car.
Do you?
Yeah. Just for emergencies.
Why don't you just use the phone on your iPhone? I mean, the light on your iPhone. Sorry.
I don't know, because I'm not a teenager, all right? Here's another thing.
I tried to take a selfie for the first time in like.
I know, you were talking about that before the show.
I don't like taking selfies.
Well, no one likes doing it, but you...
So you know what? No, if you're a fan out there, you're taking the selfie. I'm not taking the selfie because not that I don't want to, because it'll suck.
Well, if a fan wants a picture with you, that's kind of the criteria. They will take it.
Right. Well, all right.
You don't have to worry about
So
it.
say if I was going to a comedy club and Rhonda Shear was there again,
Yeah,
right?
you'd want to take the selfie.
I'd give it to somebody to take the picture.
Then it's no longer a selfie.
It's not. I can't do it because it's kind of like looking at it, and it's like it's a pain in the ass.
Did you notice your phone saves the pictures as selfies? Well, you might not know that, but when you can.
Oh
Sort
yeah, there's like a little categories
Yeah.
and whatnot. Yeah,
I thought that was pretty impressive. Hey, here's something impressive. The roof on Tasha's garage went. You know, I got the Winnie Bagel. I don't worry about these things, but the roof on her garage went. $3,600 to replace it
Why don't you just get a top?
because it doesn't work that way.
Is this
You
because
have to.
you're married or just
Huh?
Is it because you're married and she wants a brand new one?
No, it just had. There was a hole in the roof of the garage.
Well, can put a top over the hole.
You can't do that. Listen, Mother Nature will win. You can't do that.
Well,
You
is
can't.
there anything in the garage other than the car?
Well, yeah, I mean, lawn equipment and things like that. And just
okay, all right.
So you put stuff
You
in
should have
there.
went up to like Home Depot and bought yourself a little shed.
Well, no.
Would have saved you $3,000.
Yeah, but it needed to be done. But now at least everything is
Dry?
I think I might turn into a little bit of a man cave for myself.
Wow.
Maybe you guys can come by.
Really?
Have some beers in the man cave after Thanksgiving.
After Thanksgiving, of course. But getting back to that John Candy documentary.
Yeah.
I don't know why Ryan Reynolds was a part of this.
Because he's Canadian.
Okay, big deal.
He must have been a fan.
All right, I understand that, but it's directed by Colin Hanks, Tom Hanks' son. Who obviously he did know Tom because of Splash.
Sure.
And Volunteers.
Yep.
So and whatnot. I thoroughly, highly recommend it.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, definitely watch it. Especially when Conan O'Brien talks about the scene.
Oh, the trip when he came to Harvard?
Well, that and the sketch Yellow Belly.
Right.
Where he plays the cowardly cavalry guy. He shoots the little kid in the back. That was the funniest thing. Hey, Mom, that's Yellow Belly. And John Candy turns around and shoots the kid and kills him. That's my type of sense of humor. I laughed nonstop about that for about a good 30 minutes.
Oh,
and then he shot the mother.
I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
He shot a little kid right in the back, Quincy, and I laughed at that.
Shot in the back?
I laughed.
By Buford's
What do you think of
head.
me?
Movie?
No, in real life. No, it was in a movie. It was in a sketch. John Candy.
Well,
It was meant to be a
Isn't
comedy.
it ironic he was born on Halloween and his last name's Candy?
It is.
It's fate.
Yeah.
so there's some kind of a role that he got shot in the back.
No, he didn't.
It was a sketch.
Oh, my God.
Oh, he
Quincy.
shot somebody in the back.
The guy died of a heart attack in Mexico when he was 19 in 1994. And
Reading the Bible.
had nothing to do with him being shot in the back. It was a sketch on a TV show. Compute
Remember
that
the
in
old
your
show
head.
Branded?
Yeah.
Remember Branded? The cavalry guy was branded a traitor, and he went from town to town because he had a brand on him because he was a traitor. It was
Yeah.
kind of like this guy was a yellow belly. He was a coward, and he got so startled by a little kid saying his name that he shot the kid in the back. It's kind of a it's a parody. It didn't really happen.
You know what, Quincy? We'll tell you off air when we find out why you're called Grandpa. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. moving on.
Nobody's shooting any kids on my watch.
Unless they're in my neighborhood stealing my Halloween candy last week. Unbelievable.
You know what I gave out for Halloween? If you know what I would give out if I gave out candy?
What?
I give out bologna sandwiches on white bread with a little bit of American cheese and some mustard. Here you go, kids. Eat up. Would you like that?
Quincy has that for breakfast. What are you talking about?
You like bologna?
I'll eat, as our friend said just now, I'll have like bologna with mustard on white bread, but no mayonnaise. I put mayonnaise on tuna,
Yeah.
but not you can't mix tuna on mustard. On mayonnaise. No.
I know a family that when they grew up, they couldn't afford mayonnaise, so they used all their tuna with mustard.
Ugh.
Yeah. He
I'd
told
rather,
me.
I'd rather just eat it out of the can.
He said, to this day, I don't know tuna with anything else. My mother, that's how we moved.
Speaking of that, has your friend Packy heard the last episode?
He loved it. He feels famous for crying out loud.
All right.
He's putting together some scenarios for us to talk about in future episodes.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, he kind of was a little pissed at me, but
Well, all the blame is on Bittman over because I have no clue who you are, Packy.
Well,
I knew a kid named Packy. You know why?
Why?
Because he used to go to the package store all the time.
there you go, Packy. Hold on, Packy. Well, Packy was he kind of thought some of my comments were a little derogatory, but listen. All I'm going to say, it's a very odd choice of slumberware. That's it.
All that is between you and Mrs. Kintner and the fisherman.
Thank you, Mr. Quinn.
Quincy, it's about that time to wrap up the show.
Yeah, why don't you?
Well, we thank you for watching this very interesting episode. But by the way, first of all, I want to thank everyone. Have a safe but happy Halloween.
It already happened.
Well,
You mean Thanksgiving?
all right, and for those who's doing it, have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. For those who's doing it in other areas,
What about Veterans Day?
Yeah.
have a safe and happy Veterans Day. Please drive carefully in all areas. Don't drink and drive because you're gonna get caught. Okay. And remember, we never close.
Stay tasty.
She does.
Hi, I'm Tori Black, and you're watching After Hours with TC Restani.